Hello, everyone. I have the honor to interview my husband, Clarence Dixon, in preparing for our 75th anniversary of St. Bernadette's Church. Today, I will be asking you four different questions, and some may have two different parts. Uh, when did you begin attending the parish?
We started our stay at St. Bernadette's Parish in 1971. We moved from the northern part of Los Angeles area to uh, View Park. And when we moved there, there were several churches that were in our immediate area. To name a few: Transfiguration, Holy Name, Holy Spirit, St. Agatha's, at St. John the Evangelist, St. Bernadette. We didn't know exactly which parish to decide on. We thought about St. John the Evangelist, which was approximately a mile away from St. Bernadette, or from our home rather. And it was staffed by the Divine Word missionaries. I have a brother who was a Divine Word missionary, so I was familiar with the group, and we thought it might be a good idea to go to that particular parish. However, we did decide on St. Bernadette. It was only 3 minutes away, so it was a good choice.
Tell us about your earliest memory.
When we arrived at St. Bernadette's for our first Mass, I was struck by the plant. The church itself was magnificent. I was most impressed by the huge stained glass windows that the church had, and the largeness of the structure. I think the parish church seats about 1,000 people. The church that we had been attending prior to that was probably half that size. And so I was very impressed with the size of the parish.
Who was the pastor when we first moved into the parish?
When we came to the parish, the pastor at that time was Father Miles Fagnan. He had been there for approximately a year when we started attending St. Bernadette. However, he did leave shortly after our being there, maybe 4 or 5 months. I'm not sure the exact time, but he was not there very long after we had begun our attendance at St. Bernadette's. After Father Miles came Father Aidan Day, very quiet man, but very pious man. Didn't get to know him too well because he was not a person who was very good at being with large groups of people, but one-on-one he was a good person to talk to. He was with us for approximately 10 years. He was followed by Father Patrick Gorman, who was just the opposite. He was a very outgoing person, loved people, and got to know him quite well. He was then followed by Father Thomas King, who was with us for approximately 4 years. And then he moved on to another parish. Father Allen Roberts followed Father Thomas King, and he was with us until his passing for approximately 12 years.
What is your most memorable or favorite memory of your time at St. Bernadette?
Well, there are several things that come to mind. One of my favorite memories is the start of a program at our parish some 40 years ago called We the Parish. Elsie and I were the coordinators of this particular program, And the goal of the program was to get people more excited about being members of their parish. We invited a number of people to join us in this program, and if my memory serves me correctly, we had some 50 people that took part in the program. Each person was quite excited about being a part of the program because during the program, uh, they were able to talk about their excitement for being a Catholic and the excitement of belonging to a parish that was able to give them uh, the opportunity to share their gifts with the parish. And as the program continued, their excitement continued to grow. And when the program finally ended after about 6 weeks, uh, each member was able to find something worthwhile, something that they were interested in doing for the parish. Some became lectors, some became extraordinary Eucharist of the ministers of the Eucharist, and others did all kinds of things for the parish.
Why have you remained a member of St. Bernadette's Parish?
Well, one of the things that made me feel kind of obligated to the parish and helped me to remain in the parish is because, as I mentioned, we started this one program called We the Parish. But in addition to that, we were given the opportunity by Father Thomas King to get involved in another program called Small Christian Communities. We had a committee formed to decide how the program would be run. And after several weeks of meeting with our committee, the program was started. And the program continued very actively until COVID hit. And after that, of course, we weren't able to meet because the program called for us to meet in the home of individual people who were taking part of that particular program. So we haven't been able to meet. A number of our members were older people, and of course, we know we didn't want to put them in a position where they could come in contact with the virus. So we have not commenced again with the program, but we're looking forward to the time when that program can again take place. And another memory of the parish is uh, Father Gorman, one of our previous pastors, whom I got to know, as I mentioned, very well. He called me on one afternoon to ask me if I could come over because he wanted to talk to me about a financial problem that the parish was having. And so I did. We talked about the situation, and I told him that I'd be happy to handle it. But he assured me that this would only be a temporary program. So this happened sometimes in 1987, and to this date, I'm still at St. Bernadette helping out with their financial needs. And the program that he and I were involved with initially has ended. It ended rather quickly. We were able to solve that program rather quickly.
Thank you. How has St. Bernadette Parish assisted with your faith formation?
As I mentioned, we were involved with a program called We the Parish. And just being able to meet and to hear the excitement of the various people in the program, how they were excited about their Catholicism and how they were excited about their parish, St. Bernadette's, gave me the incentive to remain faithful to the parish, to work as hard as I could to make sure that things were able to function well. And it also gave me the incentive to be able to want to do other things for the parish. We were involved with the Bible study for many, many years. We had many other people come in to teach our Bible study. Our associate pastor was one of the people who was able to conduct the class for us for a number of years while he was there. And we also had another teacher who was she was excellent. She was a Bible scholar, and she taught us for 2 years, I would imagine. And we learned a lot from both of these individuals. We have continued with our Bible study even after these people were assigned to other places. And at this time, I, along with DeCosta Collimore, we facilitate the Bible study on Thursdays of the week. And the people in the parish, I would say, were the biggest incentive for me to be grounded in my faith, because I saw their faith and I saw how they were able to continue in their faith. We were very much welcome into St. Bernadette's when we first came to the parish. And one of the families, the first family that we met, was the Dubaclay family. They introduced themselves, and every Sunday after Mass, we would spend a little time talking about various things, but mostly about the fact that we were both from Louisiana. They were a family of 4 people. They had a boy and a girl, and we had a boy and a girl, but their children were slightly older than ours, so they grew up and left the parish before our children were able to graduate from St. Bernadette. So anyway, they introduced us to other families in the parish, and here we are today. We're still there.
Thank you for sharing those experiences. Is there anything else that you think that you would like to share that I have not really asked?
Well, over the years, St. Bernadette's has gone through a lot of things, and being the kind of person that I am, and being the kind of person that you are, Elsie, we have remained in the parish. We are devoted to the parish, and I think we will be there until our demise.
Thank you so much. I am sure that when this interview is played, first maybe on May 1st, many will come to know you even better and will appreciate our journey, your journey as St. Bernadette. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.